All right, Balls Deep is back with the NL Central preview. First of all, a lot of people have asked me, where are the articles on Bleacher Report lately? Bleacher Report has suspended me because apparently they're grammar Nazis. I don't have an English degree, so for me to write articles, self-edit them, then film videos, then self-edit those, and then post all this stuff is really time-consuming, and they don't pay jack shit, so I'm not entirely sure how these Nazis expect everything to work out. It's really kind of crazy. I use the word Nazis a little bit gingerly there, but for the sake of argument. Anyhow, let's get on to the Houston Astros. All right, first, the good news. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, get it? There's no good news. They're so freaking sucky, dude. They're so sucky. They've got zeros at every position on the team. Their left fielder, JD Martinez, 0. Center fielder, they got from the Braves. He's been arrested. He's had drug problems. He's had steroid problems. He's been suspended in the minors. He's fast. He's a decent glove, but he's pretty much a 0. Their right fielder, Brian Bogasevich, a 0. First baseman, Carlos Lee, used to be a decent outfielder, like for the White Sox. Used to hit 30 home runs, steal 15 bags a year, hit 300. Not anymore. Maybe he'll hit 20. He's getting like $20 million a year. He's horrific. El Caballo, that's his nickname. El Gordo Caballo. They've added the adjective now because he's like 35 and super fat. They've moved Brett Wallace, who was a big prospect, from first, and I mean big prospect. Wallace the Walrus, you've heard of him. Oh, this is what he really looks like. Anyhow, they moved the Walrus from first to third. He doesn't have any power, or hasn't yet. Their offense is horrendous. Their defense maybe is passable. Their pitching, their starting rotation, Wandy Rodriguez is a lefty. Eventually, he'll be dealt this season because they're going to be so far out of it so quickly that they'll get rid of his salary. He's decent. They've got a right-hander named Bud Norris. Actually, he should be better than decent, but it doesn't matter because they can't score and they stink. Left-hander Jay Happ, I think they got him in the Hunter Pence trade. He's decent too. There's nothing exciting about this team. They define suckiness. They're the who's who of suckiness. If you live in Houston, I feel sorry for you for a million reasons, but especially this team. If you like baseball at all, don't watch this team. If you're considering becoming a baseball fan, don't watch this team because it will turn you off to baseball. Their bullpen is the closest thing to exciting, and it's not even because their bullpen's good. It's because Brett Myers, who was a starter, has become a closer now, which he did several years ago in Philly. And he's only exciting because he gets arrested regularly for domestic abuse. And Balls Deep doesn't support domestic abuse or find it funny, but at least hearing about your closer in the police blotter on the newspaper is semi-entertaining. This is a team who threw a press conference for a setup man when they signed Brandon Lyon. Brandon Lyon's the worst setup man in baseball. He's horrendous. Everything about this team is horrendous. They're going to lose over 100 games. The question is how many over 100 they're going to lose. It could be decent. I mean, they could lose 110 games. It's possible. They're going to be a really, really bad team. Don't watch the Houston Astros. They're the worst team in baseball. Balls Deep.